Europe in the Renaissance had everything. Cool statues, knowledge of the number 0, some very interesting plagues. And it was then that they realized they needed to take the swinging culture out and share it with the rest of the world. Also, they do some raping and stealing along the way, but mostly spread culture. For your chance to experience the dream those brave souls lived, here's Europa Universalis 3.
Europe, languishing in the Dark Ages for 1,000 years, is about to change. And with it, so is the rest of the world. New empires will be built. Old worlds will be destroyed.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is, this is a strategy game. Europa Universalis 3, to be precise. It's a hardcore historical simulator that lets you conquer Europe one fiefdom at a time. And, all sarcasm aside, it's a very good game. If you're the type of person who loved the Civilization series, but thought it could use more depth, this is the game for you. Of course, you've probably noticed by now that it's totally boring to look at. In fact, the game is so dull-looking, nobody who works for X-Play wanted to review it.
Okay, as usual, your job is to try and produce a funny and compelling piece about your game. First up this week, we have God of War 2. Who wants it?
I'll take it.
All right, Loeffler, you're on it. Virtua Fighter 5, up next.
I'm on it.
Sounds good. And that leaves us with Europa Universalis 3.
What's that?
That is a strategy game. It's like Risk or Stratego, but not nearly as cool looking.
Oh, jeez, that sounds really boring.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, though? I'm gonna prove it to myself. I'm gonna take a game that looks boring and lame, and I'm gonna spin it and turn it into something entertaining and fun to watch. I'll show you. I'll show everybody. I'm gonna make the best review ever out of that game.
Okay, that didn't go so well. Europa Universalis 3 gets a 4 out of 5. What? We still have time to kill? Alright, here's a few more points. Like a lot of strategy games, this one lets you take over using military force or crafty diplomacy and trade. But seriously, what we love about Europa Universalis 3 is that it truly is an open-ended experience. You basically set your own goals, whether it's achieving high cash flow through diplomacy or just benevolently ruling as much of a continent as possible. Okay, strategy fans, looks like we ran out the clock. Europa Universalis 3 gets a 4 out of 5.
Catch an all-new X-Play, weeknights at 8, only on G4.